Hey Scapers, Mod Warden here, executive producer for RuneScape. I wanted to get a message to you before the weekend started and let you know what's been happening behind the scenes and what's happening next. First off, and before I jump into some details, on behalf of everyone here at Jagex and the RuneScape team, I just want to say thank you for all that continued support and love and understanding you've been giving us. And for those of you that are affected, we want to get you playing as soon as possible. I know you're just as frustrated as we are, but your kind comments are the rocket fuel for us, and we work around the clock so that we can get you back in the game as quickly as possible. So in our last chat, I mentioned the importance of urgent accuracy and getting you back into the game. That remains to be our focus and top priority, for this is a very complicated process. It takes several steps to work this out. We've got to reconstruct data from the telemetry. We had Mod ZZ on stream, and he told us all about telemetry. Well, it's a very, very complicated process. We have to go through a lot of steps and sequences to be able to reconstruct and verify. But we also build a lot of new tools and scripts to help us do this. And this is going to help speed up the process a little bit. But we don't want to lose sight of the importance of your data. Now, on that note, I have some good news today. We're moving to the account restoration phase. It's going to consist of two parts, really. And the first part of this is like an account integrity check. And then we'll move on to the proper restore step. And we want to get those locks off of some of those accounts that you might be experiencing, and so that you can play again. So additionally, our QA and engineering teams, they are actually testing and validating the first restored accounts. And these are some of the personal JMod accounts, actually. A few of us here were affected as well. And they're part of the first wave of assessments. And I really like to call them the canaries in the coal mine. This will help us find the bigger problems that we might have missed, and then kind of dial in those refinements further. Next, we're going to move on to a beta phase. And we're going to need your help to do this. We'll invite some of you to participate so that you can assess the quality of your account and give us the feedback. Let us know what's missing and what we can do to better to make improvements to it. This will help us find any of those additional edge cases that we miss in the other testing that we do. And if you're selected to participate in this test, we won't be providing you any additional benefits over other players. We really want to take a fair and balanced approach how we do this. We just need the feedback at this time so that we can assess where we stand and get you back in the game in the right way possible. And if all goes to plan, and what we learned from the testing, I think in the next couple days, we could ideally start that beta in the next week. So where do we stand on game updates? The focus on prepping the beta, we can't really put a release out this coming Monday. But if we can get the results we're looking for, we could ideally resume content on the 22nd, as our highest priority is still focused on supporting the players that are being affected by this issue. And I always like to think about how RuneScape is this massive living game, and how important it is to get content to all of our players. So as we move in and out of all of these phases, so the resources also become available. We can kind of shift them on different initiatives. And this is also the reason why we can also consider getting our jam-packed content roadmap back in motion. We're going to start this. This is actually really super exciting with Rex Matriarchs. Awesome new bossing content, and followed by something I think is going to put a smile on your face. Mod Pi, those Pi Miss combat fixes. That's going to be part of our next Ninja release. We have some fun holiday events. Easter, April Fool's is right around the corner. New events for that. Another thing I get asked a lot is, what's happening with that Elite Dungeon exploit fix? Well, we got that development well underway. We're going to get that one to you very soon as well. So all of this is coming over the next couple of weeks, and we want to get your mates back into the game alongside that. A few more things. We're going to be extending Yak Track by a few more weeks, and we're going to bring back Vic the Trader. I know some of you guys are worried about missing out, so hopefully this is going to put your mind to ease a little bit. So to recap, we're moving into a new restoration phase. Internal testing is now underway on JMod accounts, personal JMod accounts. Remember, they are the canaries, right? Next wave is going to be player testing. We're doing this through a beta. Ideally, this is going to happen next week. This is going to help us dial in those edge cases. And then we talked about that there isn't going to be a Monday release. Sorry about that. But we're shooting for the 22nd. It's good news. We want to resume content in the right way possible. So we got Rex, right? We got Pymus. We got some Bunny and April silliness coming around the corner too. A nasty elite dungeon fix inbound. And we're going to extend Yak Track. And we're going to bring back Vic the Trader. So I wanted to leave you with one last message. My mission, our mission, right, is to do right by the player. I said this in the last live stream as well. And even if this beta doesn't get us exactly where we want to be, we're going to keep continuing trying to make things right. And we're going to continue to work on this issue and get you back into a happy place. So please keep an eye out on RuneScape.com and through all the social channels. Our community managers are working around the clock trying to keep that information flowing. And once again, thank you for watching. Really, really want to thank you for your patience and support. We'll be back to you with more soon. Hopefully more good news. Thanks, everyone.